I was gonna say, I think I know who this is. Give me a
Sam-
second. I have my notes out already.
Lars is not
I'm just
mentally capable to do this.
nah.
I mean, I have been pondering the whole day about what we did, and I figured it out, but...
I'm glad you figured it out.
Cohesive, at least. Yeah, I'm glad you figured it out.
Yeah, it's a.
I
good
know
start.
what happened. I got possessed, and Hattie tested the idea of having a radiant breath weapon.
Worth testing. It's a curiosity.
It's a
She's
curiosity,
been
that's what
thinking
we're
about
saying.
for a while.
That's
Yeah.
what we're calling it, a curiosity. Radiant breath weapons.
Yeah, I mean, to her, she's testing different ways of stretching her abilities. So yeah, curiosity is probably
I
underkill
think
for
you
it,
have
but
one
yes,
anyway. Don't you have a radiant
I
breath
might
weapon?
now
I'm
since
sure-
you
I'm sure I
updated
gave
her
you
form.
one.
Oh look, I think she
mean-
does now, but like, it still makes sense in the
Hattie
story. if you play
probably
around with
doesn't know that yet, because she's never in her actual draconic form.
That's true. Hattie's
Correct.
never in draconic form.
it. And she hasn't taken the new draconic form yet. That's only been,
Yeah, your,
like I said, you
your
only gave it to me a few weeks
soulfire
ago.
does radiant and necrotic.
That's what I was thinking. So we activated the totem spirits on the last session. Spirits swirling around and reveal that we are kind of in this sort of liminal space between the real and the spirit
I
realm.
love that word, liminal. No one ever
It's a
uses
pretty
it
good word.
anymore. Sorry.
It's a pretty good space, or a pretty good word.
Oh,
Not necessarily a good
Pretty
space.
good space.
That liminal space is a pretty good space.
Where we found evidence of being in a spirit world. We found, I believe it was a tree on the edge, which obviously we can see there were plants, herbs of some kind, and then there was a pile of bones.
Correct.
Along with a bearskin rug in the center with some sort of indication on it to us. It had a couple of things.
It wasn't a rug.
Bearskin in the center of the ring.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
like
not a
bearskin
rug, but
scroll.
okay, that's correct.
I know, thank you.
Really? Well, thank you for correcting me. It was a few individual things in the center, including
Not 5
glowing
minutes.
moss. No, that was the plants.
Lars is just copying and pasting shit that he knows now.
That's fine. I have it close to that in my notes
roll
anyway.
20!
How very subtle, Lars. He does have notes. They might be slightly adrift, but he did.
They're all they are is their shorthand stuff, so sometimes I forget the exact details, but I also don't want to write too much because then I don't hear what's going on.
Yeah.
So anyway, we were to set these up. This ritual, I believe, needed the ingredients in a specified way. We gathered the few ingredients that we needed from the surrounding edges. Adding a bone just for good taste, but I don't think it actually needed one. This revealed twofold a group of individuals from Dimblim's tribe standing around the center of this kind of region, around the stone circle that we have been working within for, at this point, probably the better part of a week. But it also unleashed some very angry spirits in the area, and we were attacked by these shade-like creatures. They were pretty easily dispatched, didn't manage to do much to us, but it was still a very interesting representation of how dangerous the spirit world can be, and especially for those that don't normally wander it. Between Dimblim being possessed and Hattie clearing off many of them, but the two of them worked in tandem once the possession was ended.
I bonked Hattie.
Yep, Dimblim bonked Hattie, I think, exactly one time.
2 times.
I think you missed on one of them.
No. I think I'm almost certain I cannot miss you.
I took exactly 10 hit points in damage, so I'm pretty sure
That's
I only
that's
once.
because you're fucking what's it called? You're resistant to everything. That's why.
It's a valid point.
Maybe.
You are
Okay,
resistant to
that could be it.
everything.
I was thinking that she only got hit once, but either way, it wasn't a major issue, and she quickly dispatched the spirit that was possessing Dimblim, along with About half a dozen other ones, which Dimblum quickly cleaned up the rest.
Yes, he does.
Then you sniped one.
As he does. And that is where we return to the game with these 5 individuals. The names are listed here, and the names are listed here. I don't want to go through all of them,
No.
but 5 individuals of some sort of renown to Dimblum's tribe. So that's where we
Not
pick up our
necessarily
game.
that he knows of them, at least, but they are of some renown. Would you like to see
Correct.
them? Because I have an image for each of them.
Yes, let's see them.
This is Grim, the bear-wise.
Bear-wise. No,
There's literal bear.
this polar bear-wise.
Polar bear-wise, yep.
You're in the frozen north.
I mean, that's true.
Here is...
He looks like a White Walker.
Actually, it does, yeah. It looks like a Night King kind of thing. It's the eyes and the, like, sallow face.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Fenrir the Huntress, who's a little more scary.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have...
How do you like her vibe?
Yeah, as you would appreciate this. Then we have Haliot, the Grey Wolf. A little bit of Mesoamerican going on there. Then we have Vandra.
I was just like, oh, the AI got slightly problematic.
Yeah, the AI saw Native American Indians. And then we have Farnak, the Flame Keeper. Who's, of course, slightly fiery.
Mm-hmm.
As one do.
As one does. So,
Are you okay, Dimblum?
Yes,
Have
I
you ever
am
been
fine,
possessed
Hattie.
before?
On occasions, yes.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever managed to. I think I've managed to keep them out for as many times as I've come here, which is not many.
It is one of my few weak points.
no.
Probably because of the way you were created.
Oh, big glass.
I am not entirely sure why I would be created in a way that certifies me to be possessed with almost certainty.
I don't know the exact details, but I know generally when you create something to insert a soul into it, there has to be an insertion point. So it's possible that you may have some kind of. I don't even begin to understand the arcane arts on that side of it, but there could be some kind of rune or something that makes it easy to bind. I don't know. It's just an idea.
I would not know.
Either way, what did it feel like? Was it
Felt like a possession.
Is it like were you conscious and your body was just moving of its own accord?
Yes.
It's slightly minty. What did you expect him to say?
Okay.
It tastes like maple pepper.
That's all right. I'll note that down. Maple pepper.
Yes.
Legitimately
No.
writing it down.
It's a weird feeling of the loss of control. But since I am not necessarily capable of panic, it's kind of somewhat relaxing to
Was more
not
of
be in
a-
charge.
Inconvenience than
Yes.
an actual terrifying experience like it would be for many.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it is inconvenient, and it would be inconvenient if I was to not get out of it and then hurting my friends. That would be the most inconvenient part of it.
Very understandable. But lucky those seemed pretty easy to dispatch. Now,
Yeah.
do you recognize any of these individuals, and should we speak to them now? Or is there more we need to do?
There is, and I think we
Do we
figured
know their
out.
names?
I don't
In-
think I have ever told you the names, or that they're like sitting on chairs with their like name tags on them. No.
No, they're not sitting on chairs with their name tags. They
Okay.
don't have a little
So-
thing, they don't have a little name tag. I am
We
dead. My name is.
okay. So we the players
But-
know, but they wouldn't. The characters wouldn't know.
No.
Yeah, but I think we agreed on that Halet the Grey Wolf was Dimblim's former chieftain, didn't we?
Yes, we did, and I have an addendum to that. If you'll
Okay. Okay.
During the time when you first came to the tribe, Tharnak would have been your shaman.
Okay. So Farnek over there would be the shaman that I first got to know, and Halet over there, and he points at these people, would be my first chieftain as well.
Well, then perhaps they have some sort of problem in the spirit world that we can assist them with, or perhaps
And
they're simply
I'll-
here for guidance. But
And I'll
after
walk up to Halet, and I am high-fiving him.
I'm sorry, what? You're high-fiving him?
Yes.
He will attempt to do so, but your hand will go through his hand.
Damn it. We used to have like a really... You know when that high five just feels
crisp
right,
ones.
right? The crisp
Yes.
ones. Yeah, we
There-
used
there
to
is a
have
slight tingle
those.
when you go through him, but that's about as far as
Mhm.
it goes.
We used to have very crisp high fives.
We did.
oh no,
Mm.
me the player is going to have Hattie try to high five him at some point in time to see if it actually connects.
Oh yeah,
because
good point.
of reasons.
Boom.
Hattie is too close to death. So
Yeah.
Yes. Halet.
Halet will
Oh, that.
stand to his feet.
Why?
Because he has a story to tell you.
No, I was gonna say, why are you here?
Oh, why are you here? Oh, sorry, carry on.
Why? What has bound you to these lands?
I am not bound. I choose. I am one with the spirits, yet the spirits bid me speak. Much in life I have much to offer, even in death.
I mean, grant us your wisdom then.
You remember when Helot was alive, he was a great chieftain and a man of great wisdom. So, as he does that, he will offer a... I was going to say he offered a hand, but we already tried that. Come with me. Let me show you. And he will
And
he will blow what appears to be snow from his hand.
okay, you stop that, and he will blow. And I was
he
no,
will begin
please,
to blow you. No.
yeah, please don't. I don't want
This is
weird
an
goat
confusing
sex.
moment.
I don't want weird goat sex.
Your
No.
former chieftain.
Yeah.
It's a whole route that I wish we'd gone down now, but we're not going down.
Yes.
I don't think you're mentally
You-
capable of that, even if I decided to do that right now.
He will take a blow of snow.
Blow of
Mhm.
oh, you're doing blow in a different way now.
Yeah.
Is Hattie willing to imbibe?
I didn't think we had a choice, but yeah, I mean,
there is-
she's
there's
standing
always
there.
a choice. These are not revenant spirits. They're not against you.
Fair. But yeah, no, I would be perfectly willing to take a journey of this kind. It's
Probably
I don't
quite
know if it's
cathartic for you.
it's yeah, I was gonna say it's probably the first time she's ever had any type of guide in the spirit world, but she's probably been here a time or two on accident.
So, This is where it gets relaxing because I have to do all the talking with a story, and you just have to pay attention and note down important things, of which there will be a
Oh
lot.
god, notes! Notes! No, not notes.
It's my hint. I think Lars needs to remind that he needs to write things down.
Oh god.
I am giving these
yeah.
to you as handouts, as always, as well.
Okay, give me
Okay.
30 seconds to fill my coffee the rest of the way.
Would you like the handout before I start speaking or after? Do you want to follow along or?
Before.
I'd prefer before.
Okay, no, I'm
Yeah.
fine either way. I deal with the ADHD.
Yeah.
I am high functioning ASD.
Yeah.
I know how to deal with the ADHD.
Yeah.
No. Travis would like before and I would like after, please. Both given at the same time.
I mean, join a queue and I'll deal with you both at once.
I can make after.
Yes, the
Work.
vision of Halet the Grey Wall.
Okay.
In the depths of winter, when the biting winds howled through the barren tundras, this is me setting the scene. This is what you see
Yes.
before you. The stars gleamed on a coldly lit in the night sky. Haliot, the chieftain of the tribe, a man revered for wisdom, stood alone on a hill overlooking a frozen expanse. His breath misted the air, and the icy winds tugged at his fur cloak. See, I'm making Travis go to sleep already. But he paid them no mind. His thoughts were far away, his spirit troubled by visions that had come to him in the stillness of night. Gathering his tribe around the sacred fire, to which Dimblum was not among, Haliot's voice, deep and resonant, broke the silence. The tribe, young and old, looked at him with respect, knowing that he was about to share what would carry the weight of ancestors and whisper of the spirits. Listen, my kin, for I have seen what lies beyond the veil of time. Glimpses of a future that has yet to come, perhaps. These are not mere dreams, but visions granted by the old ones. Those who slumber beneath the ice. It's only now I realise that it actually sounds like it's fucking Cthulhu. Old ones that slumber beneath the ice.
Primal gods.
Yes. Waiting for the day when they shall awaken once more. Oh, fuck, it's Lovecraft. I read way too much fucking Lovecraft. You can tell, can't you?
Uh-huh.
It's fine.
What I have not seen for my time, but for the days to come, when the world will be colder, darker, and filled with both peril and hope. The fire cracked, casting flickering shadows on the faces of those who listened intently, their breaths held in anticipation. In my vision, I saw a rider, a wraith of vengeance, draped in the blackest of shadows, his eyes burning with fury born of deep sorrow and ancient wrongs. He rode across the tundra, his steed a phantom as dark as night, leaving no tracks upon the snow. The rider was not of our time, but of a future yet to unfold, a time when mistakes of our kin would bear bitter fruit. His heart was heavy with the burden of his sins, not of his own, and his soul was tormented by the weight of bloodshed and betrayal. His gaze draws more distant at this moment as he recalls the image of the rider. His voice seems to carry dark, grim visions. This wraith is a harbinger of doom, a spirit by the deeds of those who came before and those who will come after. He seeks vengeance not for himself, but for the injustices wrought upon his kin, those who falter and stray from the path of righteousness. He is the embodiment of the anger of the old gods, stirred from their slumber beneath the endless ice. What are you laughing at, Lars? It's going Cthulhu-ism, isn't it?
I am not laughing about the Cthulhu.
They who have watched us in silence will rise in wrath if we do not heed their warnings. If we do not honor the sacred bonds that tie us to land and each other. At this point, the rest of the tribe begins murmuring among themselves, with slightly unsettling a heavy shroud. Yet, there is hope, even in the darkest times. For in my vision, I saw a woman, a being of ancient power, who walks among the oldest creatures of the tundra. She is ageless, her wisdom as deep as the frozen sea. She is guarded by those who are not of this world, spirits of ice and shadow, protectors of the forgotten places. She is not of our tribe, but she is of our land. She is destined to play a role in the battles to come. The old gods watch over her, biding their time, until the day she is needed, when her voice will speak for those who cannot, and her actions will determine the fate of many. At this point, Halliot's eyes will almost blaze with the knowledge of his vision, and he will become rather solemn. I know that these events will not come to pass in my lifetime. The Rider of Vengeance, the awakening of the old gods, the woman who will rise to meet the challenges of the future. These are not for me to see, but for those who come after. Yet I was given a glimpse, a warning, a promise. We must remember this vision, carry it in our hearts, and pass it down through the generations. For the future is not yet written, and the actions of today will shape the world of tomorrow. As it's happened, the fire burns low as he finishes speaking, and the embers begin to fade to darkness. The entire tribe sits in silence with the gravity of his words, and the tundra begins to seep into his bones. He speaks once more. Let us honour the old gods. Halliot finally says as he echoes into the night. And let us walk the path they have set before us. For though I will not see these events come to pass, I trust our people will remember. When the time comes, they will stand strong against the coming storm. The vision that he slowly passes on is a legacy of foresight and wisdom. The rider and the woman are important, and yet their presence is felt in the hearts of everything. So at this point, that the snow will begin to fall once more as the vision fades, and you return to this undead plane once more. That voice actually slightly hurt. It's very husky.
Understandable.
I'm not used to the husky.
Right, so
Husky. Very fitting for the
think-
Frozen North.
Yeah.
I think
Well
we
done. You can have inspiration
might-
for that.
already know who this wraith is.
Oh, I'll be intrigued.
It is possible that this wraith is Morin, but
It
not
is
necessarily certain.
possible.
Could
No,
always
he
be
would
someone else.
maybe not classify as a wraith,
He's shown to be
but
very
of vengeance, I would.
wraith-like. Yes.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. I agree. It could be him. I not necessarily would stake money on it, but it very well could be.
Very much could be, but this woman intrigues me.
I leave thee this vision, yet the questions you ask may be multitude in their nature. For my time is endless till this ritual does yet pass.
I mean, my time is also endless. We know this.
Alright, Immortal, calm the fuck down.
You're not special, Haylet.
I mean, so's Hattie's, in a way. She's too
Pretty
close
close.
to fucking death to be living anymore.
We.
Semi-immortal.
She's demi-mortal. There we go. I think that would be the appropriate term.
There we go. Quasi-immortal?
I like demi. It sounds like demigods.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
sounds.
know why. There's an
It
elegance
sounds
to
better,
It. There's just an elegance.
but
to it, isn't there?
quasi-immortal is probably the
I do like the word
linguistic
quasi though.
correct. But
The-
yeah,
the addendum
It-
of quasi.
it just sounds weird, but
does.
it's good. I, the player, have suspicions. Can I make a wisdom check for Hattie to see if she would have those same suspicions of some sort of check? Because frankly, to me, it sounds a lot like Hattie,
What sounds like that, Hattie? The Revenant.
the woman.
The woman. Ah, okay.
But I would want to know if she would have those same suspicions, or if she would believe that it's somebody
yeah,
else.
whether it's you having that suspicions or just her.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, you may.
Would you like wisdom straight, or like insight, or something of that sort? She does have high insight.
She does have high insight. I don't think it's insight though. I'd be more inclined to say something like religion or history.
Okay. Well, religion
yeah,
and
no,
history
we're
are both
going
the
to go with
same.
insight actually. Yeah.
Insight.
I
Okay.
refrain. We're going to go with insight.
Let's go ahead and give an insight check here. Assuming that's the okay. I have to wait to see the actual number because the dice don't
28.
always match the number.
28.
28.
You do not believe this woman is Hattie.
Okay. It's almost really.
You believe it is someone you know of, but the explanation may be slightly differing. Someone you have known of recently.
Okay.
I mean, it could be a certain daughter
That's a possibility.
that you just send the message to.
Her, it could be.
It also could be a completely random person
She's from the-
that we don't know what.
She is from your tribe, and the note specifically said she's not.
Hmm.
Did you not say she was protected
Just to
by?
help you. That's the message I sent you.
Okay.
After trying to figure it out, I thought it might be a useful thing either way.
Well, there is little use pondering about who it might be when we don't instantly know.
That's valid. I
We
believe
will-
be revealed in time.
Yes, we will most likely find out fairly soon.
It's very possible. Chieftain Halliot, I think I said, is that correct?
Mhm.
Do you have any insight as to who these may be, or what our role is supposed to be in fulfilling this righting of ancient wrongs?
They were merely visions of things to come. To analyze them and to see them leads many to madness.
That is fair.
You're
So-
really going down the old gods
I
here.
really am, I don't actually mean to, it's just... Sorry.
We are
It's-
primal god community, I'm sorry.
They're still old gods.
They're still old gods, but they're primal.
Would it be better if I called them the primal gods?
Yes.
No, it would sound weird.
It,
Old
you
God-
know
old
there
God
are
sounds fine.
you know that there are legit primal gods.
Yes, I do. I've written many of them. I know they exist.
Okay, good.
But the barbarians would have called them the old gods.
It makes sense to me. I don't know
Because
what the hang-up
new
is.
the new gods are like Mistra, Bahamut, and things like that. Oh, Bahamut.
Yeah,
not
we-
Bahamut.
Younglings.
Bahamut would be kind of.
He would be.
He's
he
kind of
would be
adjacent,
He would
so-
be an old god, technically.
Yeah.
I have lost my arms again.
You have lost your... No, you've lost part of
see
your
that.
arms. You've lost your
Yeah.
you've
Your
lost your
hands.
forearms.
Yes.
So I take a picture every time Lars loses a limb.
Very
Because it
nice.
will become useful in future games.
I mean, it is ironic that I am the one losing limbs.
It really is
It
ironic that you're
is.
the one losing limbs. I love it.
Yeah.
To
So
interpret
these-
such things, we do not know. In my lifetime
these-
alone, I sought such things in the woods and received no peril or answer.
Understand. They may be visions of events rather than specific people,
I
or they
do-
may be visions of specific people we have not yet encountered.
What year is it?
It is, I don't remember the year, 1840 or 1480 something. We did the
I
math
think it's
last
I
time.
think it's 1487.
1495. I have it in my notes. It is
Perhaps these
1495.
visions are of your time.
I mean, our time is quite a long time.
yes, I will
I mean,
not.
there is a massive gap between this happening, Dimblum slumbering, and where you are now. It's like 1,000-year gap, nearly.
What was your time? addressed at Halo.
I fail to remember, for time means little now. Every minute is but an eternity and fleeting.
Oh, time is relevant.
Time is subjective.
Time is subjective. Time is a concept
Yes, time is a mere concept
made
for humans to
by
understand the universe.
humans to understand the universe and how.
No, we're not going into philosophy and temporal physics here.
Yeah, take it here in my office.
Time is the physical manifestation of entropy. I know you were getting there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was trying to say it in a prophetic way, and he was almost achieving it.
Yes. So
I'm saying it in the way a spirit barbarian would express it.
we don't know when, where, or how.
But you know.
Tarmac, do you have any inklings to this?
I mean, you're going to be slightly disappointed by Tharnak. No, you're not. I like Tharnak's. I think Tharnak's Tale is one of my favourite ones.
Let me finish
Okay.
making notes about this one first, if you don't mind.
No, absolutely, I am fine with that. If you need time, absolutely tell me and I will give you time.
Don't let him finish!
I'm trying to briefly summarize this so I have a chunk in my notes that I can refer back to this if I need to. That jumble of words made any sense.
I will put it in the OneNote as well, it's worth noting.
Okay. Like I said, I just want to summarize it, so I'm giving it like 2 sentences, but there's like bits I'm finding that are key.
Yeah, there is a lot to like unpick in that, I accept that.
Yeah. There we go.
See what I mean by it's lore heavy, but it's light.
Yeah. It's understandable lore. Because sometimes your lore isn't.
I know, I have like done things to quantify it though recently, so that's why the creation myth came about. That needed to be quantified.
Yeah, no, this is, like I said, this is great because it's digestible on the surface level. You don't have to. There are things that you wonder about it, but it's not like
I like
here's this
sense of wonder.
crime.
Yeah. No, I've
Which
written
cryptic
the whole
crimes are
history
fun.
of the world.
But more difficult.
Yeah. I think mine's more
Yes.
elegant though. Once you get to grips with it, my creation myth is actually a little more elegant. The whole Io.
I'll have to go look at it.
Dragons and Io creating the world, then he creates the aspects, and he creates the dragons. Although I need to add it to include the Saruk now. For multiple reasons.
Fair.
Otherwise Lars is going to get upset that Alcar doesn't have a creation myth.
I would never do such a wild thing as to be upset.
Yes, you would.
Oh, dare you!
I will say, I have not written the Dimblem's Ascent yet, but there's so much percolating in my mind that I'm very much enjoying.
Yes, good. I'm just getting
I've sent you some
slightly
of my planning
sidetracked.
lately.
I gotten a message from like the people that's in charge of my apartment complex that we are getting like exterminators tomorrow because there is a shit ton of small like fruit flies for some reason. And I don't know why they keep going up to the 12th floor.
No, it's a very high.
Yeah, that's high altitude for them. But I'm looking outside the window now, and there's just so many of them.
Don't open the damn window.
No, actually,
Did somebody
I'm
die
going
like
to.
next door or upstairs?
No, not that I know of.
Hence the flies.
Hence, yeah, but they
Wouldn't be the
fruit
first
flies,
time.
not human flies. That would be terrifying. Human flies.
There was a movie about that back in the like 50s.
Fly.
Oh no!
I know exactly what.
Fly, you fool!
I wish to shame Lars. He had a go at me earlier. Always had a go at me for my age. Did you see
Yeah,
that
no,
Snapchat?
I
I'm
did.
sorry,
I felt
but
that was a
so
bit-
old.
He-Man
my
was
time.
not my time.
They remade it. Well, they remade
They
She-Ra,
reloaded it.
not
No,
He-Man.
they remade He-Man too. Very recently.
Oh yeah, they did, didn't they?
I've not watched it though.
They did.
Although I did
It
walk, I
hasn't.
went to the cinema the other day, I fucked up anyway, but I walked up to see a big signage that says Transformers 1, based on the originals. And it hurt.
I'm so tired of Transformers.
I love original Transformers, is my childhood. The new shit?
Fair.
No.
I'm just tired of. Michael Bay
Michael
films
Bay.
are fun to watch, but like
It's so bad.
they're fun to watch. But I'm so tired of junk food. I want the films to be actually good and not
Yeah.
just fun to watch.
Transformers, the actual, the original Transformers is the only film that still makes me cry. It's like a childhood memory that's linked and I can't remove. But yes. How are you doing, Travis?
About halfway done.
Have you
I
got
got
any questions for
distracted by-
Tharnak, Claus?
I saw Tharnak, and Dimlin will go and stand between Tharnak and Halet.
Deliberately.
What is your incline on this vision? What are your thoughts about this?
I have already shared what I can. The woman eludes me. The wraith feels close, yet unborn in my time. And the old gods failed. I nearly said whisper, I'm not saying it. Failed to understand.
Oh God, whispers.
I was so close to saying whispers, just as a moment of normality. I was just going to say whispers, but that was really the wrong thing to say after what I've just said.
They roar.
They're raw? Okay.
They all got muse at me.
Mewed. That really doesn't sound in any way threatening or powerful. The old god mewed at me. Oh, okay.
I mean, it's cozy when they mew.
It's cozy.
Ah.
Your old gods took
Ah.
What? Travis is not okay.
I'm trying to remember. There's a series of things where somebody translated one of the ancient Egyptian gods. I think it was Bast, and the way it was written was Owo
Oh no.
in ancient Egyptian. So a god
Oh,
mewing at you.
Hebrew.
Anyway,
No.
no, it was in Egyptian. I think it was Owo. It was.
Yeah, that's ancient Hebrew or hieroglyphs. Do you mean?
I don't remember.
No, it's important. Finish your notes. Finish your notes.
Egyptian god.
No,
Uwu.
no. Ignore the ADHD. Do not follow the dopamine.
There we go.
Travis, stop
It's
it.
Thoth.
Toth.
Thoth was written as
Thoth.
in the symbols
Yes, the
in
god
Greek
of knowledge.
Yeah.
O-W-O, more or less.
Oh god. Poor Toth.
Yeah, so theta. What is that? The W, I don't remember. Is that mu? Theta mu theta? I think that's right.
MUI.
Anyway, back to
Yeah.
the notes.
Do we just take a break while Travis finishes his notes?
No, I got like 30 seconds left. Keep
Okay.
going. Don't keep doing that.
Thinking hard. It's
The
too
worst
late,
things to
I've
do to an
burned
ADHD.
Too many brain cells.
I am thinking about horses that are and
Slightly
Swedish word.
Swedish.
Swedish horses are nice, I think.
When mixed with blueberry jam.
Yes.
Is it taking
Hästar
a
bäst
weird
på
turn?
maten, mitt emellan osten och salaten.
No, please no!
There.
I have terrible memories of you singing Norwegian.
Nej,
It's now a PTSD
lovely.
thing. I can't deal
Yeah.
with it.
Yes.
I have
I
post-traumatic
have-
stress disorder from you singing Norwegian.
There we go. I have as much notes as I would like. Like I said, I just wanted to summarize, and it was about 2 paragraphs to summarize
Yeah,
it.
there's a lot to take in, I grant that.
Yeah, and I just, like I said, I just covered the couple of key points so I would remember what it was, and I could go back and reference the details if I needed them.
Yeah. Indeed, you are moving on to Tharnak. Now then, is what you indicated
Yes.
at least. Why are you rolling for almighty loot?
I just saw a loot roll and I couldn't help myself. Ignore it.
You are a loot whore by the very definition of the word at this point.
Yes, I'm pickpocketing Tharnak. He owes me money.
He owes you money. Oh great, the ancient fucking ghost owes you money.
Uh-huh.
This is how you get it back, pickpocketing.
Yes, pickpocketing your spirits.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you do that, but there we go. Considering it's incorporeal.
I mean, I'll figure
You
it
do
out.
know somebody who is familiar with an incorporeal, but she wouldn't pickpocket him.
No. Tharnak will also... If you have anything to say to Tharnak first.
I mean, Hattie.
Yes?
Yes, just don't know what. Yes, I have something to say. Give me a minute.
Tharnak here was very much, well, not entirely like you, but he was walking the realms, well, not realms, but like the both sides.
Times are you going to backpedal in this statement?
He was walking the both sides of the life what he was living, and look at him. He's still kicking it, doing the same thing now.
Very
The
understandable.
Dimblum tries to touch his shoulder.
And it passes through him yet again. Dimblum never learns.
It's more of a gesture of friendliness than anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably a habit at this point because you're speaking to somebody you spoke to for many, many years.
I used to bench press these people.
Just a bench press these people, Jesus Christ. I used to bench press you, bitch. That's an amazing put down, isn't it, for a sibling? I used to bench press you, bitch.
I bet you could still bench press him more easily now. Were you able to actually,
touch it?
Right.
Well,
I wonder if Hattie touched Dimblum and Dimblum touched the ghost. Could have like a weird ghost moment.
And at this point, I can probably just use them as dumbbells to do curls.
I'm so trying to figure out a reason for Hattie to touch one of them,
You're
but
definitely trying to
wouldn't
find a
yet.
valid reason, aren't you?
Yeah.
If you do that, I will start singing "Oh My Love" if you dare.
No.
Yes. So he will once again also raise from his chair and blow embers at you. They don't hurt. It's worth doing.
Don't blow embers in front of me.
I mean, Dimblum's immune to fire. I think Hattie is too now.
Nah.
Not immune.
She's only resistant. She doesn't want to trade my. She doesn't want to trade my sword for the Titan gauntlets. So she's never going to be.
I don't blame her not trading the Titan gauntlets.
You have any idea how strong she is in dragon form and how weak she is as a human, and she is so tired of that?
I mean, it's a valid point though. Dragons being in human form would be really frustrating.
Yeah, she is used to being able to essentially move mountains, and she's over here like, I slipped on a stick and almost died.
Wow.
Why am I so weak?
I didn't know Hattie was a wizard.
I was specifically referring to the vision in the temple a year and a half ago, where she fell off a log because she couldn't walk good enough, and she just fell off a stick and almost fell to her death.
I remember.
Or death. It wouldn't have killed her, but it was inconvenient.
She fell to her inconvenience.
Yes. She didn't want anybody to know she was a dragon, which was the only way out of that.
Was to literally take a fall.
She's still mad about it. No.
Maybe we should have a meeting, a session with Dimblum about that, because there's some repressed anger there, clearly.
That's fair. That's alright, she gets to kill things occasionally. It's great.
Oh yeah, let's let the repressed anger out by just mindless violence.
That's healthy. That's really healthy.
Very pointed and justified.
I mean, that doesn't make it better.
You can enjoy it too.
I mean, she's
a hunter.
I think we need to share.
I think we need
a couch.
I think this is the end of the session. Dimblum and Hattie discussing her previous trauma about hiding the fact she was a dragon.
Oh, there is some to unpack there. That would actually be really interesting to see.
I think we should do. I think we should do slight mini sessions of Dimblum sessions, of just like one-on-one with Dimblum and another character.
Didn't we have a sub thread of that going in the?
We
RP
do
channel?
have a Dr. Wall's Breakers Lodge that
Yeah.
no one ever uses.
No, that's what I think we should do in that.
It's not like I can just start like, hello, Trix. I see you have problems with your repressed childhoods. Let's talk
no,
about
do
that.
not go down that fucking crevasse. No one needs that borehole. Do not go down that borehole. I'm trying to think of something.
Yes. Who's this
That's-
Elias kid you keep talking about?
So
Yeah, no, Tarnak.
Tharnak, he sits by
Is it Tharnak or Thanrak? Because I have both written.
Tharnak.
It's right up here in the chat. It's literally right above your insides.
Yes, it's written as Thanrank.
Have I spelled it wrong?
Than-
So now I'm even
Thanrank.
more confused.
It's meant to
That's
be.
why I was asking for
It's meant to be Tharnak.
It's actually-
I'm sorry.
Tharnak. Got it.
It's actually
I-
Thanatos.
I have
Thanatos,
something-
Yes, it's the god of darkness and death.
The two things I have written down are neither. It's Tharnak and Thanrak, so neither of the things I have written down are the same as that one. So I wanted to ask because I had 3 different versions. Of it.
Thornrak,
This
the
will help.
flame
This will
god.
Got it. Thank you.
He's sitting by a roaring flame that dances wildly in the night, his eyes reflecting the fire's glow, held by the wisdom of generations. He seems to have an authoritative voice from what you remember, and the mysteries of the world. The tribe is gathered around him, seeking warmth from the fire and guidance. As he begins to speak, he's... Oh, another
Oh,
fucking deep...
wait,
Why
wait,
do I
wait,
write
wait,
so
wait.
many deep voices?
Wait, no, stop it, stop. My fire alarm is going off.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Yeah,
Do your
I
thing.
might go. I might not be here anymore.
We take...
We'll find out.
Thank you for the reminder.
Yes.
Between you potentially burning and me and Travis making terrible plans.
Conversations about hell and archdevils.
Yes.
That was like half of it. There was like a whole pre-C before that was in no way related.
We were talking about fey vampires. We were talking about
Mimics.
failed phylacteries, mimics,
I
Meh.
Orbs
hate
of
the
Annihilation.
Tomb of
Fey.
Horrors.
Tomb of
Fey
Horrors.
vampires
You-
seems like an
you've been-
awful thing.
You've been in the Tomb of Horrors, Lars.
Yes, I have, and I played a depressed kobold bard.
And Benji.
No, Benji is Ina's. Crystal is mine, but Crystal was not Tomb of Horrors.
She was in Tomb of Horrors because Benji is.
No, but
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Crystal was in the Christmas special, and I only used her once, but Ina has used Benji
Ah,
twice.
that's where it's throwing me.
Yeah.
But either way, I got trying to do
Yes. There was a time.
There was a time. It's gone very deep now. Long
Mhm.
before many of you walked this earth. It sounds very threatening. Should I be less threatening?
Dimlim will cough, as it says, long before you walked this earth.
When the
In the
elements
wish.
themselves were at war. The fire, the ice, the air, and the earth. I'm too used to playing villains. All
Mhm.
raged against each other, each seeking dominance, each refusing to bow to the other's will. The skies were filled with storms that tore the very fabric of the world. The ground trembled and split as mountain rose and fell. The seas boiled with fury. The air was sick with the scent. Sick? Oh, fuck it. Scent of burning
It was
forests.
thick with the scent.
It's the phrase. It's the voice. I can't help it. And ice crept from the mountains, freezing all its path. At this point, Farnak pauses, letting the weight of his words sink in. The crackling of the fire is all that can be heard in the stillness of the night. Our
Crackle,
tribe, caught in the midst of this elemental war, faced a peril unlike any before. Shamans of our people, those who had long been keepers of knowledge and wisdom, knew this was a battle beyond the strength of our warriors, beyond the reach of our weapons. It was a time for a different kind of strength, a strange ancient strength that had been forgotten by most was still known to us. The magic was not yielded lightly, for it came at a cost we were willing to pay to safeguard our tribe. Oh fuck, his voice isn't low. Hold on.
It's fine, Farnak can have like these voice cracks. It's fine.
Solemn tone. In the darkest of days. Oh, I've done it. When the world seemed on the brink of destruction, a figure came to us. A goddess with violet hair, her robes fine and shimmering with the light of 1,000 stars. She was a being of immense power, ancient beyond comprehension, and she had watched the struggle of the elements with cold, distant gaze. She offered us a choice: the power to quell the forces and to bring balance once more. But in return, she asked for something of great importance: a promise. The tribe leaned closer at this point, captivated by the story in anticipation. The shamans, knowing the peril we faced, agreed to her terms. The goddess bestowed upon us the power we sought, a strange, formidable magic that allowed us to wield the elements for ourselves. Fire could be called to burn away the ice. Winds could be summoned to call the storms. Earth could be shaped to hold back the raging seas. With this power we fought, not with weapons of steel, but with the raw force of nature itself. Slowly the war of the elements began to wane. So at this point, Tharnet becomes rather contemplative and speaks as the end of the conflict. The shamans, knowing the peril we faced, agreed to her terms. Oh, I've done that bit. At the end of the war, when the world was once again in balance, and the elements had returned to their rightful place, the goddess returned. She did not demand riches or tribute, but rather she asked for the tribe's care and protection. In time she said, "A child will come to you, a child unlike any other, marked by those who came long before. This child will be a part of your tribe, but also apart from it. You must embrace this child, nurture it, and ensure it is prepared for what it has become. This is the price for the power I have given you, the cost of peace you now enjoy." Tharnet's gaze begins to sweep across the tribe, his eyes filled with knowledge. And so we agreed. We did not question her further, for we knew the ways of gods are not to be fully understood, only respected. We kept our promise. When the time came, the child appeared just as the goddess had foretold. We cared for the child of metal, as we sworn to do, and though the reasons for this were not clear, we did not falter in our duty. It doesn't really elaborate on specifics, although this was not the tale of the child's deeds, more of what was made in the pact. Remember this tale, for it is to remember that the world is filled with forces beyond our control, and that sometimes we may make sacrifices to preserve what we hold dear. The power we wield, the peace we enjoy, it all comes as a cost. But if we honor our promises, if we fulfill our duties, we will endure as we always have. It's at this point that the fire begins to burn low and the night draws upon in silent reflection. The ashes will begin to fade before you, and you once again realize you are back in the realm of the unliving.
A child, you say?
I'm getting better at these deep voices.
A metal child, he said.
What?
A metal child.
A metal child. And Dimlim does this. And plays air guitar. No.
I cast Greater Shred.
Oh, no.
That should totally be a bard spell. Bards of the College of Rock. Shred and sustain.
In their College of Glam.
Yes.
College of Glam. College of Glam Rock.
Be so good. I'm sure somebody's done it. I'm sure 100 people have done it. Anyway.
So.
A child of metal.
A child of metal.
And Hattie will just look
Weird.
at Dimblim.
Just stares at Dimlim. Is there a raised eyebrow involved?
Probably two raised eyebrows.
Yeah.
Dimlim looking very much like an elf at the moment.
Dimlim's like kind of adjusting his clothing. What?
Metal
What do
where?
you mean, child of metal?
Would not a young creation of any kind be a child?
Is
I'm
this
trying to light.
Okay.
It's a 12.
You're trying to lie
What
to
do you mean?
Hattie. I mean, no, it's not happening. You just look awkward.
I mean,
and fidgety.
I physically can't lie when you have a plus 13 and I roll a 12.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah. I wanted to roll anyway just to see how bad it or good it was. It was
Mm.
on the low end. She didn't have to struggle for this information. She's just like, yes, a child of metal.
Fine. There are other people made of metal, you know. Doesn't
There
have
are
to be
no
me.
other tribal members of yours made of metal that I am aware of. Are there other members of your tribe that are metal children, or were once metal children? And
We
are now
were
medical
all
adults.
pretty metal children. And he keeps air guitaring.
Yep. All tribes members in the cold wastes of the wintry north all listen to hard, heavy power metal. That's just what they know.
Yeah.
Norwegian black metal.
Yeah, it's all
That's our
Sabaton and
dad.
Dragon Force up here.
Yes. Well, yes. No, I will confess
There is a lot of Dragon Force.
that
What?
I will confess there's a lot of
I have one
metal.
question. Did you come through the fire and flames?
Probably.
Yes, I walked through the fire and the flames.
Did you indeed?
Hell.
I mean,
The 9 hells.
All right. We're getting sidetracked.
I mean, no, we're getting dragon tracked. And I blame Azzy.
Yeah, Dimlim will revert back to his metal form. And he will, just for the fun of it, be as tall as a 10-year-old child would be.
Very dense 10-year-old child. Same amount of mass.
An extremely dense 10-year-old child. You've never seen a denser 10-year-old
This is like Thor's
in your life.
This is the Thor's hammer of 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
Only the worthy may lift it.
Only they may lift this 10-year-old child. Yes, so hello, Tharnak.
Nope, not gonna
It is
happen.
me
Probably.
again.
Are you trying to lift him?
I think she's thinking about it and seeing if she could.
Is
I
this
am-
the Mjolnir situation? Is everyone should have tried to lift them, see if they're worthy?
Well, the only
Do
one
I
here that can
see-
try is.
Do I
Hattie.
see that
She's
you
just like,
think about it with a 23 in insight?
I mean, are you trying to hide it?
Not particularly. I'm just kind of sitting there going, But I'm not. I mean, it's one of those things that it's an inside thought. It wouldn't be super obvious anyway.
Yeah, but I will conjure a minor illusion of you lifting me, and I hover with it.
I just nodded quietly. Okay.
And I'm looking at you to see if you're satisfied.
A little bit. Satisfied enough. Is this what you looked like as a child then?
I mean, I never
More or
looked like
less.
this. This is just for the fun of it.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, no, yes, Tom.
were still young
It is
once, were you
me,
not?
your metal child, I suppose.
I mean, you're very metal.
I'm very metal. I'm actually extremely metal, and he clogs himself on the chest. So,
It just seemed appropriate. I'm so sorry.
It makes sense.
Hold on.
Okay. I know this one.
I should hope you do, otherwise I'm disappointed of our age.
No, I recognize it, but then it. Yeah.
Is this
everyone
playing in the background?
Yep. Everyone knows the intro.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's fucking terrifying. I've tried to play on guitar. I can't play guitar well, but I've tried. It's fucking scary.
I mean, it's pretty intense, yes.
I mean, I just about managed 6 bars. Yes.
Yes, so I will look over at Hardak to actually see if he means me or not.
He will have one singular raised eyebrow. He has eyebrows.
Don't look at me.
I mean,
Probably.
Probably.
he does
Don't
now.
Don't look at me like that.
I am the DM, so I make it so. He has eyebrows.
Okay.
Make it
He
so.
caused
Knuckles.
minor illusion to form eyebrows.
His eye socket raises. He doesn't have eyebrows. He just realizes.
Very slightly.
Whoop.
I mean, he really does not have eyebrows. His eye socket raises.
The hat raises.
Yeah, the hat just tilts slightly.
Mm.
He looks at you so strongly that it feels like he's raising his eyebrow.
Yeah, he just had the
He's just
feeling
like-
of a raised eyebrow.
And Dimlim just had to clear his eyes a little. I mean, that's very suggestive.
Tharnak, you do mean Dimlim, correct?
I do. Sounds like I'm marrying
so.
him. Fuck.
But hold on!
In front of this congregation, do you here take this man to be your lawful wedded whatever?
Lawful
Partner?
spirit?
Not lawfully wedded.
Nature lit?
Yes.
Hang on, I don't have ceremony prepared today.
Yay!
Oh no.
I get to stay single one more day.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Weirdly enough,
Hattie
that
will
is
marry
one of the
you to a
uses of
tree.
ceremony.
Yeah,
That
it's
is one of the
most-
uses of
It's
ceremony.
the most underused one, oddly.
Yes. I almost use.
You'll like it. It grants you a 2 AC bonus.
Yes, it
So
is
marriage
very
grants-
nice.
marriage grants you 2 AC.
Yeah, but I
For a week, I
also,
believe.
because I prepared that spell for Alka at a cabin trip, I almost, just for the fun of it, returned Trix to her original alignment.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
no.
Yeah, you did. She
What was her
absolutely
original
horrified.
alignment?
Chaotic
Yeah.
evil.
Okay.
So
but I mean,
she
like,
was
as a
like, no,
child,
no,
that's what her
please
alignment
don't.
was?
At the moment, she's she's true neutral. It was
No, she's
chaotic
pure
evil.
chaos.
At the moment,
I like how we're
She's-
slowly having a less bad influence on Trix. I won't say
no,
good,
I'm
but
sorry,
less bad.
but you can't call Trix anything other than chaotic evil.
No, she is
With
pure
the amount
neutral.
of people we are lighting on fire.
She is pure neutral.
No, you're not neutral
No,
and
no,
burning
no, no.
this many people.
In Puzzle Box of Tricks, she's still chaotic evil.
Yes. Now, in this
In Immortal
version of
Wanderers, she's
life,
true neutral.
yes. Which is also hard to grasp, but sure.
I mean, I grant you it is hard to grasp. I'm not lying to you on that one.
So, it seems that while we already knew the summary of this, that Mr. did indeed directly have a hand in your safety and upbringing here,
Yes.
but also not necessarily.
I am way too.
I have no idea what's going on
No,
here.
There's still music in the background.
Travis, you must do it too. No, further in. You've got to interlock properly.
It had to connect.
Commit to
damn
it. Right. Now this needs to end. This is getting weird.
It ends with the music.
Actually, as you said that, the
Oh.
music ended.
It seems that Mr. had a direct hand in your bargaining for your safety here, but she did not simply pawn you off. She
I
has
mean,
paid
I'm glad you figured
for
out
your
who
because
this
she
security.
It's pretty fucking
paid.
obvious violet hair and starry robes.
Yeah. We've
mean-
literally met Mistra.
Yeah. That's her literal description.
well, yes.
And we know Mistra made Dimlim, and we know it was Dimlim.
Yeah.
Really obvious for us.
There are some
Thank you.
clues we can pick together.
Some clues. Some blatantly
Like-
obvious fucking answers, you mean?
Like this signed contract that says Mistra on it.
and a child named Dimblum.
So
Here's your baby
It
booty.
does help. It does help
Mhm.
expand some perspective, I suppose. Because we knew that you came to your tribe, and we knew that Mistra created you, but I don't know if we knew the details of the in-between.
I'm sorry for taking a
Well,
tiny bit of
my-
artistic license as well.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought it
my
was appropriate.
first memory is me sort of just spawning into this world and then wandering around up here in the north for some day or two, maybe. Maybe it was a week. I'm not entirely sure. It's a long time ago.
Some indeterminate
But-
time. I'm an immortal, remember?
But my first interaction with the tribe was a hostile one, as they were out hunting and found me, and me being a strange metallic person, they challenged me to combat. And I bested some of them, not all of them. I have some equals, or rather had some equals in the tribe.
Hmm.
At
I
that point in
suppose you were
time, at
very-
least.
You were very new at the time.
All
Yes.
things
Very young.
come to pass in one way or another.
Yes.
Yes.
What is the purpose of your tale, Tharnak? Is there more to it, or is it
Me.
simply
I'm the purpose of his
explaining to us what happened? Is there more depth in your wisdom?
There is many depths to which we may plummet, but I know only that
We're
for
not
which I was living.
talking about falling to death, Tarnak. None of us can fall to death, and he points to Hattie and himself. We don't fall to death.
I know only that which I was living, and we took you in,
Yes.
and you, I hope, were loved even after my passing.
I mean, I was. I don't have any bad memories of the people of the tribe. There was, of course, times in need where there was less food and harder times to survive, but the people has always been great and good to me.
Then I would hold our oaths fulfilled, for you have clearly become greater than that which you started.
Yeah, no,
He will
now
have a glimmer
I
of
can,
at this point, he will have a glimmer of almost pride in his eyes.
now I can bicep curl you instead of bench press you.
You did always enjoy
Weird-
doing that.
Weirdly
Yes,
enough, at this
of course
exact moment, let me reference the spell first.
That explodes.
Hattie explodes in ice.
Hattie
I don't
casts
know.
turn undead. Fuck off, spirits.
I'm tired of you.
I've had enough of this shit. It's too
I
complicated.
grow tired of this conversation. Turn undead. No, no.
Oh,
no,
but
weirdly
remember
enough-
that voice because
Yeah.
I need it for the Halloween game. That's literally the basic voice I need.
Oh no.
For the Halloween game. With a pipe.
I have some very good voices if you wish.
Do you have a pipe?
I have several.
Good. We need it.
Hold that thought. I might be able to get there without unplugging
No,
the head.
don't ADHD. Oh, too late.
I'm still here. My headphones have like a 40-foot long
He's
wire.
following the
Uh,
I just accept this.
No, nope, my bag's not in here. It's outside.
I just accept
But yes,
that he's following the dopamine. It's fine. I'll get a
I
message.
do have
I'll
to-
get a snap message of a pipe later. I know I will.
Probably. I do have several pipes available. Speaking of snap messaging, though, weirdly enough, I'm going to send. At this exact moment, I'm going to cast sending and send a message to Mistra.
Okay. Are you going to write an RP or do I need to note it down?
I think this will be more of an in the moment thing because I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to say. But let me go ahead and I'm gonna have to upcast it because I'm running low on certain spell slots, namely thirds, because they're all of my utility spells.
Yeah, that's that annoying moment, isn't it?
Yeah. So, sending. Oh well, I'm just gonna tick it off on the 4th level and then manually send it. Oh, it's a. I thought it was a 3rd level spell. It's only 2nd? No, it is
Yeah,
3rd.
Sounds right. I think it's second. Is
No, it is 3rd. It was just being weird.
I've lost track.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
Does it matter? You gotta get
Yeah,
all
Either
your
way, I'm
face
gonna
back
cast.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna send I'm gonna send
Good
sending. I'm gonna cast sending
I'm gonna send you
specifically
sending.
to Mistra. Since I've spoken to her before, I'm familiar. I've met her in person. And I'm just going to ask if there's anything she
She
wishes to tell this
counterspells you.
tribe. She could probably if she
Where
wanted
did
to.
she come from, Cat and I Joe?
Let me see what she would say, because it's 25 words. So, Mistra is Hattie. I'm here with Dimblim's tribe. Alcar, maybe? They fulfilled their oaths to guide him. Is there anything you wish to say to them? That's all one
You
word,
hear
right?
you hear banjo music in the back.
Oh no, I'm gonna have a
no,
mad
I'm now
villain.
making it canon that Dimblim can play the banjo and has one.
I am going to at one point in my life I'm going to make a villain that just casts sending on your players to taunt them.
You just get a rickroll from him.
Yeah. No, it'll be stuff like that. It'll be like, oh, and since a fart noise counts as one word, you're gonna get like 45 minutes of fart noises in your head.
You will actually get an answer because Mistra is the goddess of magic, so...
So
Well,
she
she
knows
can-
how to send back.
She can respond to
Ironically,
sending
yes, she
once.
has instant messaging.
There's a good connection up there.
Very good.
Oddly, I had a feeling you would contact Mistra at this point, so I already had a prepared statement almost.
Yeah. Cool.
Your tribe is gone. All but 3. I don't know why I'm doing it in the dark. Your tribe is gone. All but 3. Travel to the north, and united you will be.
Well,
I'm
I don't
writing
hear
that
this because
cryptogram
it's
down.
sending.
Yeah, you wouldn't. This would just be in the background while you guys are having this chat. Is she gone?
I can't spell you.
I'm actually gonna-
I can't.
Yeah. I was like, you could hit me really hard. Are you a mage slayer? That's about all you can do. Actually, Dimbler with the mage slayer's feat would be really interesting.
That's terrifying, Dimbler with Mage Slayer, for me.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna hit him really hard while he's casting that spell.
Yes. I'm gonna
Your
be,
tribe is gone. All but
Send-
3.
Sending
Travel
assumed as being
north?
instantaneous, so.
Yeah.
Travel north, and united you will be.
All right. Travel north. Weirdly enough, my name.
Yes, you know the only thing north Hattie is the sea of
Emma.
Moving ice.
ever moving ice. I find it so hard to say because it's such a weird thing to say.
yeah.
Yeah.
In my head, it should be the sea of perpetually moving ice, not ever moving.
Yeah,
because it's wrong.
I think it's
Yeah,
just the sea of
but-
moving
It's the
ice.
sea of moving ice. Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's the
Okay.
it's the endless sea of moving ice. I think it's.
Let me. I'm literally just pulling it up right now because I don't remember either anymore. We've said too many things and it's gone.
There's too many
It
words
is
now.
ice, baby.
Da ba bum ba lam bum.
I saw him. I saw him
Dum-ba-dum-ba-dum.
in a fucking pantomime. That was weird.
Towards
I
ice,
went-
baby.
Yeah, I went to see Aladdin. And
Sea of moving ice.
And Vanilla Ice was the genie. It was a very weird thing.
Oh, no. Yes.
The sea of vanilla
That is
ice. Got
The
it.
Sea of Vanilla Ice. It's now
Sea
to
of
be,
vanilla
forever
ice.
now to be known as a Sea of Vanilla Ice. Don't tell
It
Irish on
tastes. It tastes
But yeah,
slightly sweet.
The sea of moving ice. It's a slightly off-white snow.
Ah, that's why.
Interesting
Because
enough.
in previous editions, it was a sea of endless moving ice. That's why.
So they've.
Currently, the sea of moving ice. Yeah,
That's why it's throwing your
Yeah.
memory off too.
I know like 5
So,
editions. No, more than that. 6.
yeah.
Oh, I have got
7.
a new achievement slot.
Sorry, what?
I mean, yeah, I have 4 achievement slots now. I didn't have that last time.
Interesting.
I don't remember giving him that. But
So-
carry on.
Tim,
Yeah.
your
I attuned to Hattie.
You shoot Hattie. Hattie is the
That's-
single item.
That's a weird thought. We can figure that out later. Dimblim,
Let's not.
Tharnak. I have word that there are at least a few of your tribe members left. And assurance that you have fulfilled your oath. So rest easy, for your job has been fulfilled. But
You're
we have a
not an
plan to head
oathbreaker.
north.
He's not an oathbreaker. He's not a fucking paladin either. He's a shaman. So if anything, he'd be a
Sorcerer?
sorcerer. Yeah.
Or druid, probably.
I'd
I would
probably
say
go with druid. Yeah. He'd be a what?
Yeah.
Druid.
Or a
yeah.
divination
Druid.
wizard.
Yeah,
Just studying in a very
I'd say
different
he's
way.
Probably a druid.
Probably. So, but we have
So,
plans to go north when we've completed this task here.
yes, but did she tell you any more specific than north? But I know we're far north already, but there's still like any
Well.
gestures.
Further north,
There's only the sea of moving ice.
among
I
the
mean-
moving ice.
I mean, like in general, it's not like just one direction. North is like a broad term.
North
It
to the
is, but-
glaciers of Avantis, to the sea of moving ice, where kingdoms rise and fall within the darkened ice.
I'm gonna need that one in a minute. I couldn't catch that. So we have a destination now. The glaciers
Yes,
of
further
Avantis,
north.
did you say?
Glacier of Avantis.
I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to take an emergency 2-minute break
No, you're
because I
fine.
really have to use the bathroom.
I mean, I took an emergency break. Why can't Travis?
Yeah.
Mine wasn't literally emergency enough. Don't get more emergency the fire alarm going off.
No, that was impressive.
Yes.
And a first.
Of Avantis, but this first time you had said the Glacier of Avantis, which
I need to check the word. It starts with an A. I just
Cool.
need to check because it doesn't exist in 5th edition. So it's only
The
exists in
Arse of Avantis.
it exists in
So
one
I will
very
leave-
obscure map in 2.5 and 3rd. I need to double.
I'll
check
just
the
leave
name.
the I'll just leave a section for the notes open.
Yeah. I need to check.
That's
Because
fine.
there
I
is
have a little
something
note here
past
that
the sea of moving ice,
yeah.
which 5e is completely ignores.
No, totally fine.
Right. So we're going north. That's the general gist of that.
It's also worth knowing that neither Hattie has been slightly further north. Dimble and you have never been further north than the spine of the world. Neither has Hattie. Because you've been told not to.
I would
Where-
say Spine of the North is very far north.
Yeah, spine of the world is very far north, but you've been told never to go any further than that. Hopefully.
Actually, I think the spine of the world is south of where we're at, right? Or yeah, I think spine is south of where we're at right now.
Oh no, that is a very fine line. We are closer to the
It's-
10 towns.
East of us, more than
Yeah.
anything else. Yeah.
Yes,
On a
we are
gra-
closer to the 10
on a grand scale, it's north.
Okay. It's still a little bit north of us. Got it.
Yeah, like 2
Wow.
meters.
It does extend. It starts like roughly where we're at, and it kind of goes up like this.
I will find the 3.5 second edition version of the map, and I will send it to you. You can see how much past the sea of moving ice there is, just out of interest more than anything else.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
from Icewind Dale that has that full map, right?
No, it misses a lot. It goes
Oh,
to the
interesting.
sea of moving, but past the sea of moving, there is a lot more.
I was thinking that what is the one campaign with the Frost Maiden, Ice
Rime of
Icewind.
the Frost Maiden.
Rime of the
Yeah.
Frost Maiden? I thought that one had the campaign set further. You
No,
could go further north.
It has. You go a slight bit further, but not to the spine of the world.
Okay, but not all the way. Okay.
Yeah. And no one really goes
But-
past the spine of the world because they assume that's the top of the world.
Yeah, Hattie was from the spine, but probably wouldn't have. She would have probably ventured above it, but like
Not
not
far.
necessarily. There wasn't necessarily a lot there, so
No, to you it's just a glacier.
it's just ice.
Yeah.
So she probably went there
Ice,
occasionally, but
baby.
no real reason. So
You see-
she wouldn't have
Yeah,
explored
we
it
already
much.
discussed you would have seen a couple of things, but nothing that you
Yeah.
really would have much credence to. Yes. So you've spoken to Tharnak. Do you have any other questions for Tharnak?
I think the clarity with Mistra actually, and then him giving us an actual destination, saying, "Oh, you might want to go there," which I'll wait to note down until you send me the exact.
I need to double check.
Title.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh. Hattie,
Yes.
if you would be so kind as to, and he points over here, give her a shoulder massage. She seems rather stiff.
She seems stiff. Really.
That's an odd request. Who was it that was standing right here? Was that
Fenra.
Fenra? Okay, that's what I was thinking.
The least approachable, but the most viable for Hattie.
Yeah.
I like
I-
that those two coincide.
Does Dimlim make an accurate request? Would you like me to attempt a massage?
She would just look at you in a judgmental tone.
That's
I am trying to give you a reason to touch
I
her.
know what you're trying to do.
I will say I know this is not my place, but I do admire you. You look beautiful and powerful. Do you have wisdom for us
Is
as well?
this Hattie flirting?
Yeah, is this
about
Hattie's
to-
flirting? Yeah, it's as close as we ever get. Is that you,
It's
you look
close
statuesque
as you're
like I
getting.
should worship you. I have
You look
great
like a
wisdom to bestow. Yet upon my shoulders, your hands must not rest.
It's
Happy.
perfectly
Rude.
fine by me. That was not. Anyway,
Please accept the museum rules. Look but do not touch.
Are you... Always such a stickler.
not sure it would even work anyway. So, I don't know why he was asking.
Am I always
Just-
such a stickler, or is Travis, or is Hattie? I don't know who that was
Then-
aimed at this point. I really don't.
Every one of you.
Well, fuck you then, from every NPC.
Oh well.
I'm just putting it in brackets. Fenra declined massage.
We're actually writing that down.
It'll be a funny point at some point eventually
When
later.
you lose
But yes,
track of
it
the notes,
is
you'll
written
just see
down.
Fenra declined massage.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that was mirrored for you guys anyway. But
No, I read it. Fine.
Oh.
Although
I mean, I can read mirrored most of the time,
I
but I'm
mean,
not
so
sure I
could
can
I.
read my
It's a
handwriting.
teacher thing.
Yeah. Upside down backwards.
Yeah.
That's what kids don't get. Is they're like they'll take and turn their papers around. Like, no, I'm in teacher mode. Keep it
I
the way
can
you
still
go.
read
I
it
will
the
write
other way
upside
around.
down.
Yeah, I can still read that.
I can. The scary part is I have impressed more than one because I've sat there doing algebra upside down and
Oh
backwards
yeah,
for
I
them
can do that too.
while they see
The
it.
worst thing is
Oof.
the X's. In algebra, it's fine because they're curved X's. X's are the worst thing, and K's.
Okay.
I've gotten
Can I...
for me it's D's and P's or D's and B's and P's and Q's.
Yeah, I
I
get
get
that.
all of them. Because
And
anyway,
I have a question here.
Four.
If I... both of you, actually. If I vortex wrap Hattie close to me, but tilt it so she loses balance, and have to touch Haylet,
Really? No. You
can
cannot-
I do that?
No, you cannot aim vortex wrap that specifically.
I am really good at vortex
It's irrelevant.
wrapping.
You cannot aim vortex wrap in that capacity.
I'm aiming it so she lands on a
what.
slightly big stone.
You can do it, but you have to roll a nat 20.
I mean, vortex wrap is a con save, so and it's a
no,
21,
it's-
so it's already a nat 20.
No, you need to roll a nat 20 on a dice to achieve that. This is where he fucking does it, isn't it?
We'll see.
Probably not.
I mean that's the odds. It's probably not.
It's
but
a 15.
No, you do not achieve that. Hattie just becomes closer to you.
I mean, she can choose to try to save, but it's a 21 con.
I mean, choosing to save at that point isn't irrelevant for Hattie.
can I use it as a concentration check, or no?
No, it's just con save.
It's a con save.
Okay, it's just a flat con save. Ah, almost.
Oh. So you see
Hattie
just...
becomes uncomfortably close to Dumbledore.
Oh, more than I am comfortably close to Halot.
A little bit
Because
of,
I
a little
was
bit closer to
trying
comfort to
something.
both of you, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, she's just too close to either of you.
This
The 5 feet distance is just too much for Hattie.
there's 3 people within. There was nobody, and now there's 3 people within 5 feet of me. Yes, you summoned me, quite literally.
Are
you- I'm
Hattie
just-
does like a little sarcastic bow.
Do you need a massage?
Oh,
I don't know
God.
why I am the sewer now.
No, I'm just trying stuff. I have to like practice my magic from some time to time. And since we're not in a life-threatening situation, I just want to jump scare you a little.
that what we're going with? Jump scaring him a little?
Wait, give me a second. Oh, no, I cannot beat that, even if I want to try.
Beat it
And I
with
want to
grit.
try. Ah,
Yeah, that's
it's
not
a
happening.
90.
Right.
You will discern that Dimble has picked up on you wanting to actually touch one of them, and he is trying to make that happen. In the weirdest way, because I am not a very charismatic person, and I don't necessarily understand social clues all
Somehow,
that well.
somehow you're more socially awkward than Hattie.
We should
I have
include him.
a 12 in charisma.
Do you? I also have a 12 in charisma. How are you worse than me in
Yeah.
RP? No. Neither of us are. We are average, slightly
no,
above average because we're interesting.
It's the best thing
I
any
am-
man can hope. Average.
Average to slightly above.
Yes.
Okay, right. You will pick up on the vibe. Now, if I enlarge Hattie now, does she become big enough? No, I'll stop.
Big enough to
I'm
what?
a stop.
Finish that statement.
Big enough to accidentally touch Halen because she's so close.
No.
I'm going to awkwardly step past all of them, take a wide loop,
I lightning lure you back. No.
back to speak with
You
Fenra.
can't
because
lightning
we
lure
were-
Hattie. She'll just use a fucking shield.
I think she
Yeah,
unattuned to it.
I still have that as my shield, but I unattuned to the magical properties.
Yeah,
I'm
so I
surprised you
can
told me
lightning lure you.
I'm
I only
surprised you
have
told me that.
I have very limited attunement slots, and I'm running out of. I have too many cool things, so that one got traded off at least for the moment.
Oh no, having too many cool things and too many achievement slots. Oh, woe betide you.
I mean, I actually have an extra achievement slot.
You don't need my shield, and also it's
No.
sort of my magical focus at the moment, so it's my holy symbol.
I don't think magical focuses require achievement slots, to be honest.
Or but that type of thing
But
does
s-
require
Yeah,
it.
but some
lightning
items
feature
are
does.
classified as you can use them as your focus.
No, I get it.
Well,
Because
this one I
in
just, it was
general,
just
you
strictly for flavor.
in general, you're
painted the
supposed
holy-
to hold as a cleric. You're supposed to hold your focus in order to
So-
cast spells.
Yeah.
So I have my holy focus on my shield in this case. I repainted it. I still have the necklace that she normally uses. But she repainted the symbol of Bahamut on her shield.
Tharnak, you've always been smart. Can you look at this book for me? And I hold the holy book, but I'm not opening it.
He seems unflinching for a simple book.
He seems what? Unflinching?
Yes.
Okay, good. He's not flinching at the sight of my book. I take that as a positive.
Is that not a statement that particularly translates, I believe? He's unbothered by your book. There we go.
Yeah, unbothered. I mean, I didn't torment him enough when I was in the tribe to make him flinch from me holding a book.
It's a normal
I
phrase to
hope.
me, unflinching at the sight of something. But apparently it
Nah.
doesn't translate fully. Carry on.
No, because whenever someone flinches, it is in fear of being struck by something.
Sort of, yeah. Just carry on. It's fine.
Yeah. So, you are unbothered by it. That's good, I suppose.
I
But
suppose.
have you ever sort of seen or heard, or can you read this?
Unfortunately, I never learnt to read this language in life. Therefore, it eludes me in death.
Timblem, let me see that. Turn
Just
it towards me.
turns round
And I'm
eyes
holding the
at
book.
it. Just-
No,
Is it still,
I'm,
is it still bright? Is it still bright and blinding then?
No, it's closed
No.
at the moment.
It's closed. I'm very meticulously holding it closed because I
What
don't know
is-
what it does to undead creatures.
Just
was the-
death?
What was the title of it again? Did it have a title?
I mean, I don't think I ever got to read the title because I don't know the language.
As you will know, this is the Golden Book of Acheron.
Interesting. What would I know about Acheron?
What would you know about
And
Acheron?
that he wrote a golden book.
No, you would not know he wrote a Golden Book.
But I would know that this is called the Golden Book of Acheron.
Yes, Acheron is an eternal battlefield, you would know. It's a bridge between Nirvana and the Nine Hells, and Acheron is the individual who it was named after.
But it's between Nirvana and the Nine Hells.
You would also know that Acheron is usually related with the idea of greed and Erebus. Although Acheron himself is a neutral figure.
Picked that up in the elemental earth near that
Yes.
molten pool of gold. You had said.
Yes. I most
There's-
certainly did.
Clear picture. There's a clearer picture starting. This book is titled The Golden Book of Acheron, so I don't many details what it might contain.
I mean, it's slowly revealing itself to me. I can do this now, and he casts beacons of light. A beacon of hope on you.
No.
I can do this at will once a day. And I keep using it in useless places.
You haven't really used it in a great place, have you? Let's be honest.
Nope.
It's actually rather interesting that it's granting you powers just for possessing it, but not for being able to learn its knowledge necessarily.
Slightly learning
Were you
how
able
it
to
goes.
read it, or did it more reach
Well,
out to you with a sort of consciousness?
I have been blinding myself with this book enough to read one phrase of it, and it was inspiring to say the least, but I can't really recall it at the moment.
That's fair. Many things the idea is more the intent rather than the words themselves.
Yeah.
There is more there. I was simply wondering if it was from perhaps this plane, but Acheron is not here, so if we took it to the Nine Hells, it might be more legible, or the River Styx or Nirvana,
Maybe.
but I don't. That's a bit of a journey to read a book.
Well, you would also know
Or
that
to
Acheron
see
is
if you
a realm
could.
of war, by the way.
Yeah. There is a, it's a bit of a quest just to get there, let alone to test a theory, so keep it safe. We will... Something tells me we will eventually...
So.
I know. I'm just saying continue. And I think eventually we'll know more about it, but it's just not a problem here.
It doesn't hurt asking. And I try to pat Tarnax on the back again.
Obviously, you go through it again. Through him again.
Yes. I mean... Yes, I'm trying. This is like catching up with old friends for me, you see.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, I digress. We shall keep going on.
I think we have more wisdom to glean here before we travel north.
Yes, next one, I think.
Which is where we will
What?
end session.
Excellent.